Hello and welcome to my kitchen. Today we're making a homemade curry spice. Now there's lots of lovely curries you can get at the supermarket out there in the world, but there's nothing like making your own, and it's really easy. So I'm going to bring you down to the bench and share with you. Now I call this curry my almost everything in curry, because we're going to be adding a lot of ingredients, grinding it up in the mortar and pestle, and then we'll talk about how we store it and whether we turn it into a curry paste or not. Now, today you'll see I keep many of my curry seeds in this Indian curry holder. I've got a few other things that don't fit there as well. My nice big mortar and pestle. Okay, so today we're going to start off with some cardamom pods. Put about 10 cardamom pods in our mortar and pestle. You might see there I've got a tea towel underneath the mortar and pestle, just so it doesn't get too noisy in here. Now we start just breaking up the cardamom pods, because we want to get those little black seeds out. We don't want to be eating the rather tasteless and tough husks there. So, removing the seeds. It's a little bit fiddly, and it is possible to buy cardamom seeds, but they're very hard to get. So just going with the whole pod, it's probably going to be your best bet. Okay, we're now going to add some fenugreek. Now, I've got half a teaspoon measure here, so in we go with just a rounded half teaspoon of fenugreek. Then we'll look at some cumin, followed by some mustard seeds, my favourite fennel seeds, some coriander, aniseed. Now over here we have some turmeric. Actually, I'll just put all of that in. I've actually got about a teaspoon of turmeric. I like to bulk up the turmeric a bit. You get that beautiful yellow colour coming through with your curry. And here we have our chilli seeds. About half a teaspoon again of our dried chilli. Now into that, and this is my secret ingredient, that if you don't have a curry leaf tree at home, that's fine. You'll be able to buy some from the supermarket. But we're just going to rip those leaves off, tear them up a little bit into our pot. Now, to this I add just a good pinch of coarse salt. Two purposes for the salt. One, it helps to add flavour, of course, but it also actually helps with the grinding process. The salt crystals will help grind our herbs and our spices in there. Now, there are two actions that we can use with our mortar and pestle. And you will lose a few seeds along the way, but that's all part of the fun. Just banging the pestle is breaking up those seeds, or we can actually use a circular grinding action, which actually helps bring it down finer at the end. Now it's up to you how fine you take your curry powder. At the moment, that's quite a nice rustic curry powder, perfectly good to use at that stage. I like to go a little bit finer. And there we are. So there we have our curry powder. And we'll just bring you back up so we can chat. Now, I generally like to make my curry powder nice and fresh and then use straight away in my curry. This is an absolutely brilliant accompaniment for a nice rich tofu and vegetable curry, a beef, tomato and coconut curry, a whole range, perhaps even a cauliflower and pea curry. Now, it's a lovely fresh spicy mixture. You'll notice I only put in half a teaspoon of chilli. Chilli is obviously the thing that gives our curry its heat. It's up to you. If you like a good burn, obviously throw a bit more chilli in. If you were wanting to keep this for a while, you might like to turn it into a curry paste, which means you'd throw on the stove a bit of oil in a pan. You don't want to make it too hot. You want to fry off that curry to make it fragrant, but you don't want to cook all the flavour away. So on a medium to low heat, just get it moving in that pan till it gets nice and fragrant, and then you can thicken it up into a paste with a bit of corn flour and water, or you can just leave it in the oil and store it in a jar in the fridge. Anyway, happy eating. Bye.